Tether is incredibly shady, and I don't take accusations like this lightly at all. But look at this. 11 days ago, I made a video on Tether. Of course, the title was somewhat clickbaity, but overall, the video wasn't that negative. It was made in the context of the temporary Tether Depeg, and I showed how this Depeg actually happened, how a whale shorted Tether, and how he then, just 10 minutes before releasing this video, closed that short. And so Tether returned back to its peg. Now here comes the shady part. When you look at the comments of that video, you suddenly see how 2 days ago there is a vast explosion of positive support for the stablecoin. And this is unexpected because most comments happen in the first 2 days. Look at this. This is the exposure of that video. Most views are in the first 2 days. Then it flattens off. This is no surprise. This is pretty much with any news-driven video on YouTube. But look at those comments. They are all 2 days ago. Let's read some together. I don't get why people make such a fuss about USDT. They actually held up pretty damn well during this bear market. Despite billions in redemptions, USDT remained rock solid and stable, while other stablecoins took a nosedive. USDT just kept gaining more and more support. It's impressive if you ask me. By LuluWeb3904, then by Roger Nelson 9492. There's no chance that any attempts to undermine Tether will bring down the most trustworthy stablecoin in the market. I'm confident that the situation will become clearer in the near future and everything will be alright. Here is Troy Oritz 5397. Notice how all of those usernames end with a number, right? And all those comments are made 2 days ago. The thing that bothers me about these recent videos targeting Tether and trying to paint it as a major threat is that they're completely wrong. It's frustrating to see people spreading misinformation and making baseless claims. The reality is there's no imminent collapse of Tether to worry about. And that's not even something that I was claiming in that video. I simply just displayed how a whale was shorting Tether, how he was causing this imbalance in the curve finance pool, how he created some fear in the market, made money with that. He covered his short quickly enough, and once the coverage happened, of course, the fear was resolved, Tether repacked again. The video was, despite the title, actually pro-Tether, at least in terms of that it will keep its peg. And so we see a lot of those comments all at the same time, all 2 days ago, while the video got pretty much no exposure at the time anymore. Now these are all still just guesses, right? It could be that maybe in a Tether forum there was talk about this particular video and everybody said in the forum, hey, let's support Tether, let's write something about it. And there is even a slight hint for this because one of the comments here had been edited. What kind of an automated bot would be editing their comment? Right, that's this one. It's interesting to see the media buzzing about the potential collapse of Tether, but while everybody is focused on that, I've noticed other stablecoin options falling apart left and right. In comparison, Tether has managed to stay strong and reliable. Same kind of sentiment, but an edited comment. Now here is the proof why all of those comments are garbage. The likelihood of this being natural, it's not just low because intuitively, right, who would support a stablecoin? If you have an altcoin, of course you want to shill it, you want to support it, you want to get more adopters to get the price to increase, right? More people come in, the price increases, great for you. So when I get these comments on an altcoin, that's kind of to be expected. Getting this on a stablecoin, I mean, what's your real benefit of seeing Tether getting more adoption? But that's just the intuition. Let's have a look at another detail. Let's look at these comments and see, besides those suspicious numbers here, when did those accounts actually start existing? So let's look at LuluWeb, at Roger Nelson, at Troy Oritz, at Jay Guzman, and at Lorena Cato. Why not also include Christopher Taylor and Rebecca AD? Let's look at those. When has this been created? In August of 2022. What about Roger Nelson? August 2022. Troy Ortiz? No, Ortiz. It's Troy Ortiz. August of 2022. What about Jay? Oh, that's in September. But also 2022. Lorena is in August of 2022. And make a guess. Christopher, 28th of August. And Rebecca, not that different. So these accounts are not in any way, shape or form natural. Those comments are not natural either. But they are probably also not bot accounts. They seem to be part of an orchestrated effort to push Tether's reputation. Otherwise, why would we have an edited comment here? It looks like humans are actually typing this out. And those people, they might be very deep in this whole Tether game. Maybe it's not just the random guy in Pakistan or the random girl in the Philippines that get paid $1 or $2 per hour. Maybe that would be too obvious. Maybe those are employees by Tether that are under a very strict NDA that cannot say what's actually going on. This is my suspicion here. I don't have a proof for this, but I think I do have a pretty strong proof that this is not organic. Those comments can't be organic. Does this mean that Tether will implode today or tomorrow? Or even this week? No, of course it does not. And even shorting Tether might not be too wise, because if Tether really depegs, who knows what the knock-on effects are? Who knows what centralized exchanges will go under? Who knows what decentralized protocols will collapse? Still, if I hold a stablecoin, I rather hold DAI, I rather hold USDC, I don't hold Tether. If I want to lever up my exposure, if I want to borrow stablecoins, then I do borrow Tether. Just for the possibility that at least temporary we see another drop again. So my debt, if I have stablecoin debt, is in Tether. My assets, if I do have stablecoin assets, are in DAI or USDC. And soon it might also be in GHO, which is the new stablecoin by the Aave protocol, the largest borrowing and lending platform in Web3. So I think the future of stablecoins is in over-collateralized crypto-based stablecoins. So you deposit your ETH, you deposit your Bitcoin, you've got $1,000 worth of those assets on a borrowing lending platform, and then you mint GHO against this. And when the price of Bitcoin or Ethereum goes down, then your position gets liquidated. Very decentralized, no physical backing, no worries about a regulator clamping down on bank accounts, no worries about third parties that might not hold 100% of the assets that they're issuing. All of this goes away with decentralized protocols that over-collateralize the stablecoin. You don't want fractional reserve stablecoins, you don't want algorithmic stablecoins like with USDT, you want over-collateralization. That's how I personally approach this. I don't like Tether. I don't like the risks, also the potential regulatory risk around this, right? What will happen to Tether when the SEC is suddenly suing Tether? Will this peg still last? Things look really scary when I look at these kinds of comments. Not a stablecoin that I want to own. I'm not saying Tether collapses tomorrow, but there are alternatives that are better. You can reduce risk without eliminating any upside because it's a stablecoin, it doesn't move. So why not do exactly that? Feel free to join us in Telegram. I hang around there regularly. You can chat with me there. Simply search for Bitcoin Strategy Channel within the Telegram app. There's also a link down below. Feel free to simply just click on that. Looking forward to chatting with you. See you over there. Bye bye.